Hello students, as you are observing on board, it is written over there factorizing difference of two square. Suppose there are two square terms like a square and b square. Little. And question asked to you factorize these two terms a square and b square if there is a sign of difference, means sign of -1. How you find the factors of these two terms? As you know that from the difference of two squares formula, it is a minus b and a plus b. We already discussed in last chapter, that is your special product as identities. Now in this case we can easily write down because we know. But if it's given some number like structure like m to the power 4 minus 16, how you find the factors in this case? So always remember, in this type of condition we first is find out the square root of each term, means square root of this term and square root of this term. Then we use this formula to find out the factors of these two, this expression, not term, this expression. How? Let's see. In this case what happened? We first find out the square root of this one. As we know, the square root of m to the power 4 is m square, and then we have to make this part similar, so we can easily write down square. What does it means? It means m to the power 4. M to the power 2 is a square root of m to the power 4. We write, then we use square sign, whole square sign. Likewise, now what is the square root of 16? It's a 4 and it's a whole square. Both are equal. And by using this identity, we can easily express m square minus 4 and m square plus 4. Again, if we observe in this case, it's a m square minus 4. Square root of 4 is 2 and square root of m square is m. So again we can write down, it's a m minus 2, m square minus 2 square we use, and this is outside. No? So again we can write down easily, it's a m minus 2, m plus 2, and then we have m square plus 4. Now we are unable to factorize further, so you can easily find out the factors. This is the concept how you find the factors of difference of two square. In this video, discuss some questions so that you can easily understand the concept. Let's start. As you are observing on screen, on left hand side of the screen, this part, this one, it's 81x square minus 1. How? Here we have difference. There are two square. This is 9x whole square, and this is 1 itself is a square. So what I told you, first we write the square root of the first term in this form, and again square root of second term in this form. Now we know the formula, so by using that, first term minus second term into first term plus second term. Clear? For understanding the concept of a square minus b square equals to a minus b and a plus b, you must check the videos of some identities under the playlist of class 7. So this is one of the solution. Another question is, if we see the other question is, okay, we can check this one also. It's 100 minus r square, sorry, 100 minus r square. So what we write? It's 10 square minus r square. Similarly, we can write down first term minus second term, or first term plus second term. Likewise, it's a plus sign. Clear? Then come to another question. If question asks, gives us question looks like this one. Y to the power 4, need not to confuse, it's a y to the power 4. So again, we can easily write down a into b within bracket, square is there, minus y square to the power 2, because we know from the laws of exponent, power to the power must be multiplied to give the result. So it's a y square. Now by using the same term, we can easily write down it's a ab plus y to the power 2. Clear? So likewise it is solved. Let's discuss some more a complex type question. Next one is your p square minus 0.49. Some of you must say that why it's solving this one, because it's the easiest one. Yes, it's the easiest one, but many of you do the mistake while finding the square root of 0.49. You wrongly you people place the decimal. So for that I am going to solve this one. It's square. Now what is the square root of 49? A square root of 49 is 7, that we know. But here there are 2 digits after decimal. So what we write in square, in case of square root, in case of square root we write 1 digit, just we do the half digit. Now here we have 2 digits after the decimal, so here we can write down only 1 digit. It's a 0.7 square. Clear? Now it's a p minus 0.7 first one, and second it's a p plus 0.7. Clear? This is your solution. Need not to write square root of 0.49 as a 0.07. Some of you do this mistake, so be careful about this one. Next question is your somehow it's a fraction type. Suppose it's a x square minus 1 upon 49. So how you solve this one? Or I can change the question in this form, 49 minus 1 upon x square. How we solve these 2 types of factors? So it's easy. We first follow the steps only. X square minus square root of 1 is a 1, square root of 49 is a 7, and it's a whole square. Now we can write down x minus 1 upon 7 or x plus 1 upon 7. Clear? Similarly, that one we can solve. What is the square root of 49? It's a 7. 7 square minus 1 upon x. Square root of 1 is 1. Square root of x square is x. We can easily write down 7 minus 1 upon x and 7 plus 1 upon x. Clear? So likewise you to solve it. Please follow each and every question carefully. That's why I place a line over here and over here. This is separate question, this is separate question. Now move to the next question. Our next question is this one. 36 a square minus 25 b square. If you see carefully, we can easily find out the square root of numerator as well as denominator. Now, in such type of problem, we first, as we follow all the things similarly, find out the square root of first term minus the square root of second term. So we can easily write down clear. Now next question we have something this one. We have 100 minus, or here we can write down a minus b whole square. Question says that find the factors of this one. Easy. First term, square root of first term, likewise. Then we already have this formula by using anti 10 minus, use bracket, a minus b, big bracket, then again big bracket, 10 plus, within bracket write down a minus b. Clear? Now what we have, if we change the sign, remove the bracket, this bracket, 10 minus a plus b. Here again we have 10 plus a minus b. So likewise it will solve this type of questions. Next part is, let me rub the board first. This question says that x to the power 3 minus x, given in many books, maybe a cube minus a. So in this case, first we take x common, because there is no square root of cube, there is no square root of x. Then we make the square root. Now we can easily write down x, I am writing directly x minus 1, x plus 1. Why I am writing directly? Because we know that square root of x square is x and square root of 1 is 1. So it's a x minus 1 and x plus 1. This is the formula. Now next question is 3x cube y. 3x cube y minus 243 xy cube. See very carefully this problem. Clear? First we take, because we are unable to find out the square root of each and every term, so first we try to take common. Is there something common? Yes, many things are common. First 3 is common from the number part, it's known as your numerical part, numerical coefficient, and again x is common from the literal part and y is common from the literal part. So we can easily take common 3xy. So what? Inside this one we have x square. First thing is x square. Then what about this? 3 8 is 24, 3 1 is 1, 3 1 is 3, sorry, 81. Now again here x and y common, we have y square. Now we can easily find out the factors. Means what? We can easily write down 3xy. Here we can write down x minus 9y and x plus 9y, because we know the square root of 81 is 9 and all the square roots of x square and y square is x, are x and y respectively. So this is your solution. Move to the next question. This is a question a to the power 4 minus 81. Factors you have to find out. Always remember, in this type of question, we have to write down the complete factors. First, we write down the square root minus 9 square. I think this one is clear. You can easily write down a square minus 9 and a square plus 9. Now remember this thing, need not to stop at this place, because we can again factorize this factor into two more terms. So if we stop here, your solution is incomplete. You have to complete the solution very carefully. This, if we stop here, this is an incomplete solution and you receive very less marks. Out of 3 maybe 1, out of 5 maybe 1. So you have to complete this part. Again we can complete this one as a minus 3 and a plus 3. Why? Because a is a square root a square, so a square root of a square is a. Let me write, need to skip this one, I'm writing over here. It's a whole square minus 3 whole square. Now a square plus 9. Now again we can write down here a minus 3, a plus 3, and it's a square plus 9. This is your solution. Now next question is, I wish to solve one more question, that is the last question of this book, and end up today's video. And this question says that 225 it's a 225 p to the power 12 p to the power 12, remember this one, and 9 q to the power 6. This one is 9 q to the power 6. So be careful. First see that many of you now can thinking that we can take 3 common from both sides. No, need not to take common, because we have already square root of 9 is 3 and square root of 225 is 15. So we have to check whether how we can solve this. As we know that square root of 225 is 15. Clear? And square root of p to the power 12 is p to the power 6 whole to the power 2. Likewise. Now minus, it's a 3 q to the power 3 whole to the power 2. So we can write down 15 p to the power 6 minus 3 q to the power 3 or we can write down 15 p to the power 6 plus 3 to the power q to the power 3. Now from this factor we can take 3 common, and from this factor again we can take 3 common. So what we have? We have 3 into 5 p to the power 6 minus q to the power 3, or here we can write down into 3 5 p to the power 6 plus q to the power 3. 3 into 3, it's 9. 5 p to the power 6 minus q to the power 3, or 5 p to the power 6 plus q to the power 3. This you can, likewise we can solve it, but there is another way to solve this question to avoid this confusion, because this will create confusion. If you place over here, this is right but not complete, half or 1 mark may be reduced, Why? Because this is not the complete factorization. This is the complete factorization. How we solve? So to avoid this line, taking 3 common on both sides, it's easy. You can think and try to find by yourself. Clear? You can solve by using some other way to find these factors other than this method. That's all for today. Thank you.